everybody, welcome to Going Medieval. This is a colony sim and I am super excited for this game because it is a new game and I have never seen it before, and I just happened to see someone play it and I decided I should give it a try because I really enjoy colony sims. It is free on Steam at the moment and this is a early beta, so we're going to see how this works. We're just going to do the standard experience. I'm going to keep it at normal because I am familiar with colony sims. I really enjoy RimWorld, and this basically looks exactly the same as RimWorld, but a little bit more realistic graphics. Instead of the 2D animation, this is more of a 3D. So it's going to be pretty cool. Looks like we've got different modes. Looks like a new life is more of the standard, so let's do this. Now, I have not tried this yet, so bear with me on this. We're just going to keep the map type, default size. It looks like it's a random seed, so that's pretty cool that it's just generated like that. That is not pre-built. I do like games that are all random. And now we have to pick our person again, much like any other colony game. You can start with the people you want. And I assume the stars mean that they can learn that very quickly. Passionate, yes, I assume that's what that means. And it looks like 20 is the max. So the higher the number, the better they will be at a certain skill. So this person looks like a pretty mediocre person at everything. I do want a person who's good at weapons, especially at the beginning, possibly melee. If you don't like the person, you can also re-roll them. Oh, I was wrong. The max is not 20 because this person has a 24. So I wonder what the max is in this game. Very interesting. So this person seems pretty good. Good at animals, good at carpentry. Well, I should not great, but she likes it. Not a very good shot, but she does like it again. Very good at melee, so I'm thinking about possibly keeping this person, maybe training them in medicine, because they do have a good passion for that. Let's just keep looking around at all the other ones. I'm not a big fan of this guy, because he has a lot of zeros. I assume we can train them in this stuff, and you train your people by making them do the task. So if I do this person, if I give him the task of tailoring, his XP will slowly go up. It looks like they also have some perks here. This perk gives them a mining and movement speed. It basically just makes them go a little bit faster. This person is mood change speed and mood target. Not exactly sure what mood target is. So we do have two people who are washouts. They don't like it if there's rain clouds around. So that might be kind of interesting because it makes them very unhappy. That means basically only this person can be outside when it's raining, which I guess isn't a big deal. It might come back to haunt me having two of those. Alright, so I looked at all the controls here. They seem to be pretty standard to most survival sims here. Looks like we have a bunch of clay just laying around. I'm not really seeing any type of animals. What is this? Bones. That's not a good sign. I'm not sure we can use bones. Maybe tools. Can we get bone tools? We can also turn off the hide treetops. Oh, that's handy. So now we can see what's underneath the tree tops. We do have a deer here. So we got some food, but it doesn't look like we have very much. At least we have some berry bushes, it looks like. Kind of a barren land, really, with animals. Mushrooms, not sure those are edible. Hopefully they are. There's also some iron over here, and there's some iron close by as well. It's a little bit bigger pocket over here. I think there is actually multiple layers in this game, so it's not just like surface deposits, much like RimWorld. This is actually has depth in the game. It has like a Minecraft feel with the blocks. I don't think it goes very deep, but it does go down inside the world. And you can also have multi-story houses, so that should be really fun. Where did our people go? Oh, there they are. So I have to figure out how to do this. I assume the hand with the X means it's forbidden, so we don't want that. This person is our melee, I do believe. Oh, excuse me. This is actually the melee person, 24. Let's have her grab the... Looks like we have a sword, two bows, and a spear. I assume she will do best with the spear. So how do we make this person grab it? Okay, so right click means equip. We can either haul it, but we don't have a stockpile right now. So we're just going to have her equip that. Let's see if she actually goes. Yes, she is. So it looks like it's pretty simple construction at the moment. We don't have very much available, but that is because we have to research the stuff. Actually, we have to research most of the stuff before we can actually build it. So we can only make a certain number of things at the beginning. It is a pretty cool play style. As you can see, it has a little bit more realistic building materials. Let's build in a place where there's some open spots, but it's close to a lot of resources. I'm thinking close to the clay and close to the iron that is over here. There is some iron over here as well, so I don't know, this actually looks like a pretty central location right where we are. I don't think these people really mind having to share the same living quarters, so I think that should be good. Just having one room for them to sleep. Now we actually have to get some furniture in there for the beds. Looks like we only have hay sleeping spots available for right now. Let's put 3 in there. That should be good. And we need to cut some wood. So let's turn back this tree view. There we go. And I think we click this and drag it. Yes, we do. Let's get rid of all of these trees here. And there we go. So they're going to be chopping a lot of wood. But first, before we do that, we need to... I know how to do this. So we need to pick their jobs. Obviously, the higher the number, the more likely they are to do that task. So we definitely want this person to be the hunter. It does give you a little bit of clues because their border is different. See how this one is gold and all the other ones are a little bit darker. So I guess the brighter the color, the more good they are at that task. So let's give this person a priority of 1. She also has the only ranged weapon, so that's probably going to be best. Tend. I assume we want that to be 1 because we want them to automatically heal themselves as quickly as possible. Alright, so I think that should be good at the moment. I'm going to have to fine-tune that later on, but for where we are right now, I think that should be good. I also need a spot to store all of the materials because if you click on something, the health actually goes down. None of it right now is decaying a little bit. But over time, it will start to decay, so we need to have stuff inside of a building. You really want the storage place to be close to where you live because your people are going to be walking around a lot and you don't want them to go far away just in case something is hunting them. I'm not sure if that's the case in this game. If there is any type of predatory animals like bears, I assume there would be, so you really want your storage to be close. That way they don't actually have to waste a lot of time as well, just, you know, running around trying to find the stuff. Here is our zones. We have a stockpile zone, and there's different types of variants of the stockpile zone. We have warfare stockpile, I assume that's for weapons, and we have dumping, and we have default, which I assume is everything except all the bad stuff. So let's do the default version in here. It's kind of hard to see where stuff is because of the camera angle. I wonder if we can change that. So actually with the E key, you can actually rotate your camera. So that actually makes things a little bit easier. It's still kind of hard to see. And we need a separate storage place for the food. That should be important. I'm not sure if food actually has to be refrigerated in this game. Not sure how that works. In RimWorld, you actually have to put a cooler in there in order for it to actually function. Oh, I put it on top. That is cool how you can actually have multi-levels of building. A lot of colony sims don't have that, so that's something unique about this game. Now in this colony survival, you actually have to be mindful of their moods as well. So if you click them, I think you can actually see it somewhere. Yes, it is initial optimism, so that's good. And entertainment needs fulfilled. Apparently they think building stuff is entertaining. I guess it can be, but I feel like we need to have like some backgammon, or I guess we'll put this inside of their living quarters since that's going to be all of my storage. I might have made that a little bit too big, but at the beginning you can't have too big of storage because eventually we're going to fill it, so that should be fine. So the campfire is for warmth and it's for food, so we want that to be kind of in the front. That way it's easy to get to. They don't have to waste time trying to get to that spot. Probably right there should be fine. So let's get that going, and then a butchering table will be important. There's not very many animals at the moment, so we should probably get this up and running and have it available if we do actually see a creature run by, because I assume later on there'll be some like herds of stuff coming by. So we want to have all of this prepared. Probably not best having this stuff outside, but at the moment that's the best I can do. I still need to make like a recreation area. I'll probably expand this room. I'll probably make like another door here and possibly expand out this way or that way and put all of the amusing stuff and all of the research and tables and everything in there. Now, I want to call these guys by name, but I can't even pronounce these guys. I mean, look at these names. They're Mordred, and Mylistant, and Jooda, and I can't pronounce any of these guys' names, so I'm not going to try. I'm just going to say, hey, this guy. So here is a good example of how they can level up. Jooda, I know I wasn't going to pronounce the name, but this person right here actually leveled up because she was building one of these walls. So actually she's level 9 now. She was level 8. So it goes rather quickly. We need this guy to make the campfire cake, so they're hungry. We need to unforbid all of these items. I kind of forgot about that. We need to unforbid these, that way they can actually eat food, because that is important. I assume we can eat these, because we really need food. So let's harvest these. We can only harvest a few of them because all the other ones are growing. I assume they wouldn't give us poisonous food right off the bat, but maybe they would. I'm not exactly sure. We also need to harvest all of these, so let's harvest that guy. Looks like they're already harvesting those. I don't think I really have any harvesting stuff available right now, do I? I have them on 2, so let's change that guy to 2 as well, because we need some more food rather quickly. So I have this guy at number 1 on research, but there's no one at the research bench. So that is a little strange why they're not doing that at the moment. I guess they see a need to do that first, because I have all of these as 2 and 3 and only researching as 1. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Apparently, oh wait, no, I know what's going on. I don't have a research. Okay, I'm dumb. Yeah, I totally forgot about this aspect of the game. I actually need to give them orders of what to research and what to cook. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit different than a lot of games. And the ones I have played, at least, you actually research just the things themselves. So if I wanted to research something, I would actually just research agriculture. But in this game, I actually have to research these. I have to research chronicles and textbooks and theses. So that is actually kind of an interesting variable there. So we have to research architecture first, which is 15 of the what are these text or chronicles. So we have to do those first. So we click on this and we click on that button, and it brings up a quote here, and it looks like it's making the chronicles, and we want a bunch of these. So let's just do forever. Now the person who has that responsibility should go over there. Yes, he is. And it's going really quick. And he's leaving. Never mind, he's sleeping. And we also have to make these things as well. I think they'll make these meals out of anything. So let's just make 6 at the moment. That way they have 2 each. Not sure how much they compare to the regular food, and if they have enough even to make enough meals. I actually forgot to turn off the food in this one, so now they actually have to transfer all the food into this storage bin, because I had the food available in this one. So that's what they're going to do next. I should probably unban these things. I'm not exactly sure what clay is used for. I assume maybe in like ovens or something. I don't think we have that stuff available at the moment, so actually we'll keep that and leave that alone for right now. Let's just get some more of these. For some reason it won't let me do all of them at once, which is a little strange, so I have to do these singly. Let's actually have the person hunt this one. I believe it's this button. Yes, it is. And let's watch him hunt. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Not exactly sure how the animations work in this game, so let's be cool. Oh, totally missed. Missed again. I thought this person was a good shot. Oh, there she goes. Finally, that only took forever. So right now, they aren't moving this carcass because I don't have a spot available for it right now. So we need to find a area that we can put carcasses in. I assume probably on the side of the building, maybe like over here. The butcher table is right there, so that's pretty close for them to be able to go to. I'm going to turn off the human carcasses because I really don't want dead people just laying next to my building. I assume that gives them a mood negative when they see dead people, because that makes a little bit more sense. So that's probably the best thing to do, is probably just have the animals here and maybe dead people on the side of the map, maybe on the mountain or something. That way it's just a way. I did get a notification that I'm able to research this now. Wow, he made a lot of chronicles. This guy has really good research, so that's probably why we'd be able to do this so fast. So let's unlock this, and now we're able to unlock other things once we get enough chronicles. I keep forgetting what they're called. We probably want better bows and weapons, because that's just from experience. I like to defend my base. It looks like it's actually a little bit farther down the road. They're kind of expensive. It costs 30, and we have to research smelting first, and I assume make the crafting bench first as well. I guess that ain't too bad. That'll be 60, and this guy seems to go really fast because I already made 30 in one day. I could get agriculture for the farming. That might actually be the best option, because it looks like hunting is not the best in this game because there's not very many animals. I did in a lot of colony sims, I more rely on hunting rather than actual agriculture, so I'm probably going to get this one first. That way I can get that done and then go for smithing. Now I assume there's gonna be some kind of event eventually of someone coming into our village, so that's usually how you get new colonists, is by people like escaping stuff. I'm not sure if that's actually how it works in this game, but I assume there's going to be some kind of event where someone's like running away from someone and needs shelter, and we will provide them shelter. So we should probably make an extra bed eventually. Maybe we'll do that right now because they seem to be pretty easy to make. So let's just throw a bed in the corner over there. There is another deer over here, so let's hunt this one. And I think we actually need to allow... Where did that other dead deer go? I had another deer here that I last hunted, but that one is gone, so I'm not sure where they put it, because I'm not... Oh, there it is, there it is. It's blending in. So I need to make, I assume, production quo here. I want to do this forever, and that should be good, and they'll just butcher it and take the meat out. Okay, it doesn't actually say how much of, like, where you hit it, which is a little disappointing. I do like to see that, because in RimWorld you can actually see what you hit and how many hours it will take for it to bleed out. Not sure if that actually works in this game with the bleeding out. I think it's more of a, just their health points. So now we need to assign someone to the butcher table, because I assume we don't have that right now. Would that be in crafting? No. Okay, so it's considered cooking. Interesting. So let's make this person the primary cooker. I don't have this person on 1 and anything else, so we'll just make that a... Actually, let's change that to 2. That way they're a little bit more apt to do other things. So that should be fine. Oh, and I just noticed that these actually don't just go into your inventory. They're actually physical items. That's pretty cool, and it looks like they actually rot. So we always have to make sure that we're always looking out for that, and we're putting it in here. They take up a lot of space, so that's interesting as well, that they're going to take up a lot of space eventually if we stock up a bunch of them, so we actually have to be mindful of our storage. Well, I think I'm going to leave it off here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys could possibly drop a like, maybe leave a comment of what I did good or what I could do better, that would be very much appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know I did. I'm definitely going to be playing it. Maybe I might not record it. I just wanted to record this on the day I usually do Vintage Story, but I just found this game and I decided to try it since it just came out yesterday. And I will see you all next time.